The truth is, every woman deserves to find her true brilliance, to be happier than she ever imagined was possible for her to be, and not live in a constant burnout cycle that is considered to be the norm at the moment in the world. It doesn't matter if you're young, if you're old, if you're a mother or a career woman, if you're an artist or a scientist, you deserve to find the truest version of yourself and have complete unwavering faith on your journey. And while so many people in this online space teach single concepts like business or mindset, I have come to realize that it's not enough. It doesn't take mastering one single thing to create balance in your life. It takes mastering 3. And these 3 things are what we're going to explore over the coming months. I told you something big was coming, and this is it. Balance Code has arrived. This is a combination of all of my teachings over the past 5 years that I've been in business. It's an understanding of who you need to become in order to have the success that you want in life and business. And it comes down to 3 critical pillars that we're going to be discussing in a lot more detail. These are your ability to develop yourself personally, your connection to your soul growth, and your financial stability and independence. Without these core 3 things being in place, it's very difficult for you to create a life that you truly want. Personal development is about a hunt for knowledge, a want to get better and better and know more about yourself and the way that the world works. This is about hunting for your perfect way of doing things, things that suit you, learning methods, reading how other people have gone through life, and actually truly deeply understanding what knowledge is the best knowledge for you and what process is the best process. And once you create this need for knowledge and this desire to develop yourself personally, and you start to expand what is possible for you, you can start to create a financial stability that you've never had before, a financial independence. And it's so important for women to earn their own money. It is so vitally important, because it means that we can move in the world in a different way. We can show up in a different way, and we can support ourselves and not have to answer to anybody else, which means we can make decisions that are true to who we actually are, not decisions that make us feel like we have to decide them to stay safe. And this is such an important thing that I really stand behind, is every single woman in the world needs to have financial independence. There have been so many studies that show that when money is in the hands of women, they go on to do great things with that money. So there is no reason why we shouldn't create more wealth in the female side of the population. Now, something that's really important is once you've created that financial stability and financial independence, it becomes so much easier to do the inner work that you need to do, to start looking at your own soul, your own trauma, your own journey, and start to really get to know yourself like intimately, and understand that actually who you are is not dictated by anybody else. How you choose to show up, how you choose to react to things, how you choose to move through the world is completely within your control. So it's about accessing that and saying, this is how I'm going to show up. this is how I'm going to move through the world. And as you reach that next level of acceptance with your soul, you dive back into personal development. You dive back into this understanding and knowledge of there is a higher level that I can access now. There's always, at every level that you work through, there's always this understanding that there are things that you're reading, hearing, seeing that are passing you by because you're not ready for them. And that means when you come back around and you go through the cycle again, you're ready for the next level of knowledge, of understanding, of action that you need to take. And so you go through the cycle. You create a bigger financial independence. You start to look at that financial stability of how you can create long-term wealth, how you can start to support other people in this journey. And suddenly it's not just about you, it's about a wider community. But you can't do that step until you've got your own house in order. You can't do that step until you're serving yourself and filling up your own cup. So when you go through this journey and you think, okay, I've gotten to that next stage, you're then able to open up your soul so much more and grow to the next level. This is the beauty of this journey, is that we're never done. We're never done. There's always something else that we can learn. Always something else that we can strive for. Always something else that we can do to connect more deeply with ourselves. And the really key to all of this is about finding that balance of loving yourself and loving your journey over any result that you could possibly get. Knowing that the result is secondary, but actually the process and the journey and the grind to get you there is the most amazing part. So I want to give you a quick overview of each of these different areas, and each of these 3 core pillars is broken down into 3 key learnings that have to be adapted in order to move through this cycle. And as we go through this cycle, it's really important to understand that you will evolve, as I said, every single rotation. But to get started, it's important to understand, 1, where to start, and then 2, what you need to be focusing on. Now, we're going to dive into each of these 3 areas in more detail in the next few videos that are going to come up. And then when we get into the new year, I'm going to dive into each of these topics in great detail to help you move through and understand exactly what you need to be doing. There's also going to be the opportunity to download my balance code PDF, which will have all of this information in a written format if you want that as well. If you're interested in that, you can drop a comment below and I can get it to you early doors as soon as it's ready. But for now, I just want to talk to you about the kind of core elements that come under each of these sections. So, firstly, we look at personal development. This has got 3 core pillars that hold up this personal development section. The first one is your duality. So understanding your routines, habits, personal way of being in the world, and showing up in the energy that is right for you based on who you actually are. The second is self-care. So this is about dealing with the negative voice in your head. I always say to my clients, we are our own biggest bullies, and we need to stop that. So dealing with that, dealing with the affirmations, the shifting of self-care is the second part of our personal development journey. The third part of our personal development journey is boundaries. So having boundaries with others, but also having boundaries with ourselves, and then having the confidence to not be liked by everybody. It is impossible to be liked by everybody in the world, but so many people strive to be liked over being true to themselves. And this section is very much about not fitting into that norm and carving your own path as you go through life. So section 2 is soul growth. And again, this has got 3 pillars that hold it up. So the first one is abundance. So this is about your desires, your ability to attract things to you, your understanding of how you vibrate in the world, and how you show gratitude, not just externally or not just in a list, but actually feel it as a vibration in your body. The second soul growth is unwavering faith. So making sure that you are absolutely clear on who you are and that you have absolute trust in your gut and your core instincts. Every single answer that we need is within us if we are willing to actually stop and listen. And this module is about learning how to actually do that, what it's all about. Our third and final pillar at this point is all around your emotions. So how to feel them, how to release the old stories, how to actually truly be comfortable with your emotions and let them come and go. Not getting stuck in any single emotion or guilting or shaming yourself for an emotion that you have. And then the final piece of the puzzle is the financial stability. And honestly, I think that the easiest way to create financial stability and financial independence is to create your own business and your own idea of how you create money into your life. Now, I'm not saying that this can't be through a job or through contracts or part-time work, but actually the more stability that you can have, the better. So the first stage or the first pillar of this financial independence is understanding your business foundation, knowing who you want to serve, how you want to serve them, how you want to show up in the world, and having a really clear value offer that people want to pay you for. The second is setting up your funnel. So making sure that you have a sales funnel in place, making sure that you are actually going out into the world, growing an email list, putting your offer out there, doing sales, and getting people to pay you so that you can start to create that financial stability. And finally, it's about feel-good money. It's about creating wealth on a larger scale. So not just this money comes in and I spend it, but actually what do we do with that money to create further wealth? What do we do to create income into the future so that we don't have to work all of the hours, we don't have to work hard for years to come? And something I always ask my clients is, how do we create a business that we can absolutely love and stay in for as long as possible, but also create a passive income through investments for the after the business? What comes next? And if you can go into business now planning for that future, you are going to set yourself up for absolute financial independence for the rest of your life. You will set yourself up so that your children can have financial independence. And this is what we need to pass down through generation to generation. Whether you are a mom or not, it doesn't mean that you can't work to help the next generation of women. Whether that is giving back via charity, whether that is putting an educational fund together for your own children. All of these things are going to give you the ability to create a positive output in the world. The more awakened you are, the more open you are to your emotions, the more financial stable you are, the easier it is for you to help other people in the world. And that is the journey that we're going to be going on. Over the next coming weeks, we are going to be diving into this in so much detail, and I cannot wait to share these insights with you because they will change the way that you look at the world. If you want to and haven't yet, please subscribe to the channel. It is always wonderful to know that you're watching and that these videos are adding value for you. So hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you soon.